It is said that the only man a woman will ever truly love is her father. The bond that some fathers and daughters share very early on can even grow into a love for many of the same aspects of life.
Me and my dad have always been really, really good friends and close, and just have gotten closer since he started being my teacher, and since he started pushing me a lot harder to go to school, especially because he was my teacher.
Don and Becky Dalton, a successful father-daughter duo, share a passion for more than just family and education. They share a passion for court reporting as well.
I would say that the passion for anything runs in my family, but definitely the fact that my dad has such a big part in the court reporting has made me love it, because he puts so much into it, and it really pushed me to put a lot into it. So I think you have to have passion, and I definitely got that from my dad.
To some extent, I know Becky, as a little child, she seemed to have a passion for the machine. Every time I brought the machine home, she was drawn to it, and her little fingers would go crazy on it, and as it turns out, she was gifted.
Not only does Becky have a talent for speed building on this Cenotype, she also has a skill for flying through the classes in the court reporting program at South Suburban College, taking only 2 years to receive her degree.
For a student to complete the program, it takes at least 3 years for most. 3 years minimum, and then often a little bit more than that. When I heard that Becky was the fastest to complete the program in its 21-year history, I was very surprised at first. I hadn't given it much thought, but then just, again, I was even more proud of her.
When I found out that I completed it faster than anyone, it was a big shock, because I really had not expected that at all. And it was really, really exciting to know that, I was going to be 2 years and have a great profession right off the bat.
Court reporting is an excellent profession to get into for a number of reasons, especially because the wheels of justice continue to turn during harsh economic times.
Court reporting always has been rather recession-proof in that the job market is always good. We've been through many rough spells the last 25, 30 years, and the job market's always wide open. So when our students graduate, they always have a choice of many places to work. That's always been the case.
I didn't start interviewing for 2 weeks after I completed the program, and I found a job that week. So it was about 3 weeks, and I had gotten 3 or 4 job offers, so it was right away. I currently work at McCorkle Court Reporting. It is at 200 North LaSalle downtown. It's a court reporting agency, so I'm a freelancer.
There's many other areas available for court reporters in Chicago. They can go into official reporting, where they're employees of the state and they're salaried and receive benefits, and eventually they can move into captioning of television shows, or something we call cart reporting, where they go into lectures with hearing impaired students. They write the lectures for the students, and the students read the text off of their laptop computer as the court reporter sits next to them.
In addition to job security and excellent earnings, court reporters have opportunities for travel, exposure to high-profile cases, and self-employment.
You never know what to expect, which is nerve-wracking at the same time, but it's nice because it's not a desk job. You get to go out and walk around the city, and it's just the variety of work that I get to do is great.
What makes Beck an outstanding court reporter, I think, begins with her English training. And that's really one of the most important things for court reporting students. It's a very literate program, a profession that demands literacy, and so if the students have good English skills, they have a very good chance to succeed, and that she does.
Coming up on SSC 360, you'll learn how court reporting not only demands literacy, it also requires self-motivation, a solid education, and positive reinforcement.
Get started at home with South Suburban College. Earn your associate's degree while gaining transferable college credits or follow a specialized career path. Whatever road you choose, South Suburban College is an affordable way for you to begin your educational journey.
Like a good father, Don Dalton was willing to provide support for his daughter, Becky Dalton, while she attended classes in the court reporting program at South Suburban College.
The court reporting program is very demanding, and so I'd never push anybody into it if it didn't seem like it was their idea to do so. But as long as she wanted to, then I was all for it and stood behind her 100%.
I'm very hard on myself. I'm my toughest critic, so when I would test, I would, I would get nervous and I'll tense up, and I mean, the test would definitely be the hardest part.
When Becky was in class, at times she concentrated so hard that it looked like she was falling asleep, and I'd sometimes kind of yell at her and tell her to wake up, and it wasn't a matter of her not concentrating. She was concentrating so hard that it was almost she was almost passing out, and that's kind of common among our students. They're concentrating so hard during those 5-minute tests that they forget to breathe.
This is one program of study where, as they say, only the strongest survive. At South Suburban College, court reporting students will learn how to type their way into a solid career after taking 2 very challenging tests.
The Registered Professional Reporter exam, or the RPR as they call it, is one of the state required tests that you need to start working. There's the other main one is called the Certified Shorthand Reporter Test, CSR, and those are both needed so you're able to start working downtown or wherever it is you're going to work as a professional reporter.
The CSR includes 5 minutes of testimony material at 225 words per minute, 5 minutes of general dictation material at 200 words per minute, and a written knowledge exam. Out of 1,125 words, candidates are only allowed 57 errors. So when a student feels as if they passed this test, along with the RPR, emotion can be overwhelming.
I actually ran to my dad and I started crying when I found out that when I figured that I passed. Then I got my results and basically the entire family cried, and it was a great feeling because I was done with school and get to start professionally working, and it was really one of the happiest moments ever. It was like graduating.
Graduation from South Suburban College is a very exciting time for students and parents, especially when the apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
The first time I saw Becky sitting in the classroom was a little strange. I kind of had flashbacks to when she was a little kid, their little fingers flying away in the machine, and here she was, college age, in my class already.
It was difficult and very stressful to get through school, but just having my dad there and having that support system was, I think, part of the reasons why I got through so quickly, and I'm just very, very thankful that he was able to be my teacher.